Alright guys, welcome back to part 3. I removed my cams simply because I need a gasket. It's a half moon gasket that goes right here. Half moon gasket. I had to go to the store and purchase it. Get out the box. This half moon gasket right here. So this goes in just like that. Yep. It's gonna save me a woolly for trouble. Alright, so it goes in just like that. Just need to seat it correctly. Alright, I'm all good. Alright, so gasket's in. Yep, should be good. So I'm gonna get some sealant. I gotta go to my boy crib. He said he got some. I think the store is closed. I realized last minute that I need a sealant. So I'm about to get some sealant. Put some right here on this side and the two corners basically. So I'm about to seal that up real quick. But yeah, this also comes with it. And I believe it goes like so. Yep. It goes on just like this. Just like that. Wait. Yep. Just like so. I'm not gonna put it on yet. I'm gonna wait till I put the sealant. So yeah, this is important as well. You're gonna need this. Alright, so I got my silicone, ultra copper gasket maker. So I'm gonna bore this out. There's some left on it. Let me peel it off actually. Okay, so let me see if I can. Oh shh. Alright. Let me put some right here. Right there is good. Put some more. This thing will come out and stop being so difficult. Just something like that. You don't need a lot. You just need it to seal. There we go. So I'm just putting some right there. All right. The instructions said to immediately put it on when it's wet. So I'm gonna put my tensioner on while it's wet, and it's supposed to hand tighten it. So I'm gonna put it on, hand tighten it, and it's supposed to let it dry for an hour, and then you torque it to specs in 24 hours. All right, so I'll put it back in. Pretty much put it back in here. Sorry, I had to use my hands, but it drops straight in. There's a gasket, so make sure that gasket right there is on it. Yeah, that gasket, make sure that's on there. That's on there. It drops straight in just like that. It's all good. Just like that. So instructions said to hand tighten it, so I'm gonna make sure it's mounted up to my hose. Put my screws in. Doesn't necessarily have to be tight, but I'm gonna make sure they're pretty much down. So I'm just hand tightening it for right now. have everything in line, we number them. Pretty much gonna start from the tensioner all the way, like from the tensioner towards 0, or from the tensioner all the way down. So these are gonna be the first one, and it has numbers on them, so it's really hard to, you know, misplace them. 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way that way, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So cam cap number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the very last one will be this right there. So but first, it's very important to lube up everything. So some people use oil, but I'm gonna use assembly lube. It works great. So I'm gonna go with an assembly lube, put my gloves on, and, you know, lube her up. All right, so I pretty much got some of them lubed, but this is how I'm gonna lube them. Let's put some assembly grease on there, you know, make sure it's lubed up. I don't want to start her dry and she starts crying, so that's how I'm doing them for every single one of them. Just take your time and lube it up properly. And do the same thing for all of them. Same thing for all of them. Alright, so now that I got my cam caps lubed, I need to lube this pretty much everywhere that's gonna be friction. This, all this right here gotta be lubed up here, right here, pretty much all of this right here. They gotta be lubed. You know, when you see most like startup videos, you hear that click, 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 that click sound. That's people not lubricating their cams and their cam caps and their lifters correctly. So just, you know, squirt it on there. When it starts spinning, you don't want too much on there, but just make sure it's lubed. You're good. Make sure all that is lubed. So when it turns, or if it starts spinning, it's gonna lube the bottom. Maybe I should have lubed it before I put the cams in, but that's fine. All of this is getting lubed, so you don't want to overdo it, but just make sure it's lubed correctly. And I'm gonna do that for every last one of them. So just like that. Assembly lube, assembly lube. The ones I can't reach, I'm gonna go down in there, make sure I got them. Make sure. Okay. So just do that for every single one of them, and you're good to go. I'm gonna start putting the cam caps in. All right, so I basically put all my cam caps on in the correct order. Start from 1, you see 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the intake cams. For the exhaust, it's the same thing. For the small ones, 1, 2, see 3 right there, 4, 5, and the big one. This is a long piece that goes ahead. So I pretty much put the cam caps on. They are not seated correctly, you can see. So I have to work my way, go down, cam cap at a time, go down, keep going down until it's seated flush, because some of them is actually hitting the lifters, keeping it from actually sitting down correctly. So I'm just gonna take my time, turn each caps one at a time, so I don't, I guess I'm making up my own torque sequence. So take your time, make sure it press down. Same for the other side. You can see they're not seated correctly, so take your time, and eventually I'm gonna bottom them out, and then I'm gonna get my torque wrench, torque it down 12 Newton meters, and that should be good from there. All right, so I pretty much hand tighten, well, not hand tighten, but I pretty much bottomed it out. I didn't torque it down yet, so everything, both my intake and my exhaust cams are fastened down. So you notice I had the gap. Like I said, just work your way all the way down. Just turn this like I guess you could say a quarter turn at a time. Go a quarter turn at a time and go along the line. I basically went from quarter of a turn here, all of these, quarter of a turn here, quarter of a turn, and I just went in this, some type of order, because I don't want to, torque this down, because it's weird. Don't do that. So yeah, I start from there and work my way in. Boom, work my way in. So eventually it'll be bottomed out. So now that's left, I have to torque them down to factory specs. All right, and to torque them down, we're gonna go down to 12 Newton meters, go all the way down, 12 Newton meters, which is 8.9 foot-pounds. What is this? I don't know what that is, but yeah, 12 Newton pounds. So I'm gonna torque this down. So 12. I'm gonna find a bolt. I'm gonna go to 12. Boom. So 12 Newton pounds. Gonna torque all of them. It's slipping. You see, 12 Newton pounds. Boom. It doesn't take much to it doesn't need that much force. Boom, 12. So every single one of them, 12 Newton pounds. Boom. So do all of them to see them, and you get the final result. So I'm gonna end the video right here. Get all of them torqued, factory specs, and I'm gonna put my valve cover on, I believe this Friday. So in a few days, I'm gonna get my valve cover back, put my valve cover on. I'm gonna go ahead and put my belt on. I'm gonna get my belt from the, I'm gonna use an OEM. I have a Gates belt, a blue Gates belt, but I'm not gonna run that one. I'm gonna run OEM, strictly OEM. So I'm playing with a lot of OEM parts. Yes, I know, but I have huge faith in a lot of them. So yeah, timing belt gonna come next video. Pretty much gonna put these stuff on my thermostat, my engine motor mounts, and all them stuff like that gonna be on. So the motor is coming along nicely, so I'm moving at my own pace. Estimated time, I'm really aiming to drop the motor in next week. So once my clutch comes, we'll see how that goes. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all.